women and girls play a crucial role in ensuring the sustainability of rural households and communities. Women account for a substantial proportion of the agricultural labor force, including informal work, and perform the bulk of unpaid care and domestic work within families and households in rural areas. Shopkeepers, market vendors, household workers, dressmakers, farmers, and even construction laborers. Women oftentimes fill the gap for us where some men may fall short. For those reasons and more, we join the world in celebrating the invaluable contribution of rural women to national development. I am Theodore Henry, and this is Jamaica Magazine. There's much to learn and know, so stay with us.
Jamaica Eye is part of an island-wide network of camera surveillance systems designed to increase the safety of you, our citizens. If you have a camera system outside your home or office facing a public space, join us in helping to make Jamaica a safer place for all. Log on to jamaicai.gov.jm today. Jamaica Eye, we're all connected. The Ministry of National Security, creating a safer and prosperous Jamaica.
Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, October 15. An additional $30 million will be spent to rehabilitate roads in St. Anne. Minister of Local Government and Community Development Desmond McKenzie announced the additional road budget as he addressed a meeting of the St. Anne Municipal Corporation recently.
$30 million can give you 6 good roads with sidewalks and drains, and that is the intention of the program.
The money is to be disbursed based on recommendations from the technical team within the local government ministry. In the meantime, Mr. McKenzie says his ministry will be reviewing the road networks across the island that fall under the jurisdiction of local government.
There is over 25,000 kilometers of road network in the country that falls under the control of the local government. Some of the roads that are listed really do exist again. So we are presently reviewing the list of roads across the country. And once we have done that, we'd be in a much better position to look at the real needs of our roads.
Agriculture Minister Audley Shaw has ordered the full resumption of activities under the Frosty Pod Rot Management Project. Frosty Pod Rot is a fungal disease that affects the cocoa plant. It can cause serious damage to the cocoa industry, reducing crop yield by up to 80% per year. In January 2018, government gave $200 million in budgetary support to the management project, which has been implemented in St. Mary and is set to continue in Clarendon. Minister Shaw says the decision to resume the project was made after it was shown to be successful. During a recent press conference at his ministry's Hope Gardens office, he said there was an 87% increase in the production yield of cocoa and a further projected increase of 50% for the fall crop in the areas where the management project took place.
I'm assuring the country today that Jamaica is on the right track in managing this disease.
The Frosty Pod Rot Management Project has 5 components: cultural control, chemical control, public awareness, research and development, as well as surveillance, monitoring and evaluation. Jamaica is one of 8 countries recognized as a producer of fine or flavored cocoa. Meanwhile, the Agriculture Ministry is establishing a national task force to continuously monitor its program for preventing the tropical race-4 disease entering the island and doing damage to the country's banana and plantain industry. The tropical race TR4 is not present in Jamaica, but Minister Audley Shaw says stakeholders must remain vigilant.
This is a deadly disease with the capacity to destroy our entire industry. And it is for that reason that we are acting swiftly to do everything in our power to prevent it from entering Jamaica.
The task force for monitoring the ministry's response to the threat of the tropical race-4 disease will be chaired by the Banana Board. Other members will come from border regulatory agencies as well as RADA, the All-Island Banana Growers Association, Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, the Food and Agriculture Organization, local farmers, and the police. Among the preventative measures to be implemented is the strengthening of border protection capabilities at air and seaports. This includes the installation of disinfecting mats for persons and disinfecting chambers for used motor vehicles and containers. The authorities will also be intercepting contraband banana, plantain and heliconia plants at sea during interventions by the Marine Police. The importation of banana or plantain plants, plantlets and any part of the banana plant or heliconia will be prohibited from countries suspected of having the disease. Widespread awareness sessions will also be conducted for various stakeholders. In other news, government is on track to open the St. Andrew Justice Centre in the first week of November. The Justice Centre, which is being built on Hagley Park Road, will be the office that deals with all matters related to justices of the peace who are from the parish.
It will be the area that you gravitate towards. In other words, that will be the office that you make reports. That will be the office that you send in your annual reports. That is the office that will be calling you regularly when there's a training session and you want to participate. That will be the office that you give your name and get information from.
Minister Delroy Chuck was speaking on Sunday during a ceremony to commission new justices of the peace for St. Andrew. He revealed plans to construct another justice centre at Stony Hill. Over 140 Jamaicans will be recognized for their contribution to nation building during this year's National Honours and Awards ceremony on National Heroes Day, Monday, October 21. The ceremony will culminate a week of activities being spearheaded by the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport from October 13 to 21.
We will be staging a number of events to pay tribute to our heroes, those who have transitioned and those who are still working hard among us to make Jamaicans the place we all know it can be.
The State Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport was speaking on Sunday during the National Heritage Week Thanksgiving service held at Calvary Gospel Assembly in Kingston. The National Honours and Awards ceremony will be held on the lawns of King's House. And finally, the Point Hill Health Centre in West Central St. Catherine will be renamed in honour of late former Deputy Prime Minister and Member of Parliament Dr. Kenneth Baugh. Minister with Oversight for Education, Youth and Information Carl Samuda made the announcement during the last post-cabinet press briefing at Jamaica House.
Dr. Baugh, as you know, made significant contributions to the Jamaica health sector as a surgeon at the Cornwall Regional Hospital at the tender age of, I think, about 36. As Minister of Health from 1980 to 1989, and I served with him for 6.5 of those years, and as opposition spokesman on health.
In March, the health centre was temporarily relocated to the premises of the Point Hill Community Centre. That was to facilitate the construction of a Type 3 health centre at an estimated cost of $29 million, financed by the National Health Fund. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.
It's the 9th staging of the JIS Heritage Competition, and this year we're talking slavery and reparation. Entries are now open, so listen up. Primary and prep school students, this is what you should do. Imagine that you are one of the 7 national heroes. Make your case for Jamaica to be compensated for the effects of slavery. Answer this question in an essay of 400 to 500 words and submit using the application form on our website, jis.gov.jm. Entrants must be aged 9 to 12 years old. Secondary students, the poster competition is for you. Submit your digital or illustrated posters to depict the theme, Jamaica, a case for reparation. The photo competition is open to tertiary students in accredited Jamaican institutions. Send us a photo, also representing the theme, Jamaica, a case for reparation. All entries should be submitted using the application form on the JIS website. For more information, contact 876-922-3590, extension 2137 or 2132. You may also email heritageessay@jis.gov.jm, heritageposter@jis.gov.jm, and heritagephoto@jis.gov.jm. Deadline for entries is Monday, October 28. Go ahead, express yourself in the JIS Heritage Competition 2019. The National Solid Waste Management Authority is on the hunt for reliable and hard-working employees, men or women. At their branch in St. James is a strong woman who loves her job. Watch this.
My name is Lolita Ingram Lewis. I'm from Manchester. I live in Western Jamaica. And I'm a truck driver for the past 26 years. My stepfather, Jeffrey Wint, he used to drive a Buffalo Leland and he taught me how to shift the box. Then one morning he just said, carry the truck down off the hill. I could steer because I could drive a car. So I started driving truck from I was about 10. I used to be a security officer. Then I applied for this job and they gave me a 3-month contract. Then they love how I drive. I don't destroy the truck and I take good care and I'm a good driver. Then they give me a 1 year. So since they give me the 1 year, so they say, you're qualified to go get the new truck. This is a Shackman truck. It has 10 speed, 5 high, 5 low. It has shanker. It's for the retirement dump, this dump. We're gonna be working in this dump. So yes, I'm gonna be running it. As you know, this is the steering. This is the emergency lock-up brake. It's in lock position. When you want to move, you have to release it, put it down this side. It's a 10-speed box. So anytime you move it, you have to stick the clutch. This is 1, 2, 3, down 4, 5, flip the button, go over, you get 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's neutral. You put it down, then you select it in third. Then as I said, this button around this side brings up the body, right? And after you tip up the body and coming back down, you have to take it out third and you have to disengage the PTO, right? And as you can see, it's brand new. The plastic is still on it. This is the horn. It has two horn. You can do like this and it goes, and then you have a louder horn when you press it, it goes. Okay. And it has air condition, a little radio. I would go for the single mothers who are raising kids on their own. This is possible. For me, I do it because I'm a single mother for Brittany McCarter. And it's possible. Not because I've been doing it for 26 years. I raise kids in between. But for the girls who think that they have to depend on a guy to get their nails done, their hair done, they can become a truck driver. I wish the government, though, would open a trucking academy. You understand? So men, females, mothers can become a truck driver and inspire other girls too. I have to say thanks to my daughter who wake up 5 o'clock in the morning so I can come to work. She don't like it, but I said, if I don't work, you can't go to a prep school. You can't do swimming. You can't do gymnastics. So mommy gotta work. So I want to say thanks to my daughter, Brittany McCarter, for helping me to accomplish my dreams.
So many wish they could visit our shores. We live where they vacation. Brand Jamaica beckons all from the 4 corners of the earth.
Well, as a Jamaican, I have great pride in selling it. Your pride that you sell Jamaica with is something that it rolls off. Jamaica has so much to offer, and every time I have the privilege of bringing an executive down to Jamaica, an executive from an airline or a tour operator or a travel agency, and you take them across the country, the pride that they said, wow, I can't imagine, especially when it's their first time. Wow, I love this.
Build it. Cherish it. Our wealth is Brand Jamaica.
The Ministry of Tourism recently hosted a series of activities in observance of Tourism Awareness Week. Here are the highlights.
Tourism Awareness Week, highlighting the diversity and strength of an industry that is the country's #1 foreign exchange earner. The Ministry of Tourism, its agencies, and industry partners commemorated Tourism Awareness Week 2019, September 22 to 28, under the theme Tourism and Jobs, a Better Future for All. Throughout the period, the ministry sought to further raise awareness about its human capital development strategy, as well as the career opportunities, traditional and non-traditional jobs available in the sector.
We're concerned about creating opportunities for more people to express their creativity and to expand their reach of participation in economic as well as social development.
Jamaica Tourism Board is the government entity responsible for marketing Jamaica. That's our main aim, marketing. So if you decide to leave here and get into marketing, now marketing is in most cases promoting brands, right? Advertising, promotions, those things. We market Jamaica. You've heard of sites like Orbit, Travelocity, all of those sites. Sometimes you look on if you look on the page, TripAdvisor, if you look on there, you see an ad, come to Jamaica. That's Jamaica Tourist Board.
Throughout the week, the ministry hosted a series of career talks. Schools in the East, West, North, and Central Jamaica were told of the benefits to be gained from working in tourism and the numerous jobs linked to the industry.
How many here would want to own a hotel or get into the hotel management? Yeah? You'd be getting into tourism, wouldn't you? But you wouldn't be you'd be running a hotel. That's tourism. The hotel is going to probably need an accounts department, true? You're going to need an accounts department. You're going to need IT. You can't have a reservation system and nobody to manage or be able to manage that database, right? Interesting. So besides the chefs or waiters or housekeepers, all those persons, I was going to dance for you. We have entertainment coordinators.
Every single career can be linked back to tourism. I think not enough people know that, but I don't know, I don't have a specific take on careers in tourism. I think it's amazing because it's just so broad. Like if you come into tourism, you're not stifled into one box. You're experiencing so much, there's so much to explore.
Friday, September 27 was the big day. The Ministry of Tourism celebrated World Tourism Day with a Tourism Awareness Expo and concert. The ballroom of the Jamaica Pegasus was full as students, teachers, tourism workers and ministry officials mingled, danced and discussed the benefits of an industry that has existed in Jamaica for over 50 years. Tourism, an industry contributing significantly to Jamaica's economy. Next year, the Ministry of Tourism hopes to observe the week bigger and better. About 29,000 Jamaicans are blind. Another 80,000 are considered visually impaired. Glaucoma. Eye diseases arising from diabetes and refractive errors in children are among the major causes of blindness and visual impairment in Jamaica. Get your eyes checked if you have not had an eye exam in the last 2 years. Visit your eye doctor or call the Jamaica Society for the Blind Vision Center at 876-927-6757 or 876-927-6759. Take care of your eyes. You need them to properly carry out your daily activities.
Next, the latest happenings out of the office of the Prime Minister.
Jamaica secures funds for the Caribbean's first green bond listing. DART returns from hurricane-ravaged Bahamas. And government commissions second water harvesting system at Enid Bennett High. You're watching Jamaica House Weekly. I'm Lorraine Mendez. For most of last week, Prime Minister Andrew Holness was on assignment in the Republic of Korea. On Monday, he announced that the Green Climate Fund had approved the listing of the first ever Caribbean green bond on the stock market. The proposal, which was submitted on August 12 and approved on October 4, will get almost $583,000 in support from the Green Climate Fund. According to Mr. Holness, the move will place Jamaica as the Caribbean country of choice to conduct climate-smart and sustainable business. The Prime Minister also pledged Jamaica's continued push for a disaster-resilient nation.
We will continue to reduce our debt so that we are our own first line of financial response to climate events. We will continue to engage our private sector and attract their assets and resources into climate-smart and carbon-reducing economic activities. We will continue to advocate and support greater investment globally in green technologies, and we will continue to educate our own people so that they, as citizens, will choose to consume in ways that are environmentally friendly.
Mr. Holness was delivering the keynote speech during a luncheon at the Green Climate Fund Private Investment for Climate Conference held in the Republic of Korea. The October 7 to 9 event took place in the city of Incheon and had brought together private and public sector entities to accelerate climate action in developing countries. The Prime Minister also participated in a panel discussion Monday under the theme Raising the Bar, Moving Forward with Climate Change Ambitions. He told the gathering that Jamaica was on a path to transform into a low-carbon economy. Mr. Holness said work was being done to develop policies on electric vehicles as well as hydro, wind and solar power generation. He said these clean energy initiatives would be fast-tracked with the right kinds of local and international investments.
We have a great interest in seeing a transformation of the global financial system that would allow us to access products, that would allow us to transfer risk, better insurance products, better de-risking of investments, areas in which we're happy to see that the Green Climate Fund is seeking to play a greater role.
While in the Republic of Korea, Mr. Holness took some time to meet with the Jamaican diaspora in the Asian country. He shared investment opportunities in a number of areas to include clean energy, agriculture, business process outsourcing, and entertainment. The Prime Minister also made a charge to the Jamaica-Korea Association. Prime Minister Andrew Holness made several linkages during his assignment to the Republic of Korea. He talked increasing trade with his Korean counterpart, accelerating access to Green Climate Fund support with the fund's Deputy Executive Director, and Jamaica's commitment to the Sustainable Development Goals with the former Secretary General of the United Nations. Mr. Holness met with head of the climate investment funds as well as representatives from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change and the World Wildlife Fund. He took some time to see firsthand the smart city of Incheon and toured the Samsung Innovation Museum. Back in Jamaica Friday, Mr. Holness participated in a welcome home ceremony for the island's Disaster Assistance Response Team, DART. The team assisted recovery efforts in the Bahamas, which was hit by a Category 5 hurricane in September.
Let me thank you on behalf of the people of Jamaica and extend thanks on behalf of the Prime Minister of the Bahamas and indeed the Foreign Minister, both of whom have asked me to extend thanks to you. And job well done.
And Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Senator Pernell Charles Jr., was in Bogwalk, St. Catherine Tuesday. He was there to commission a $7 million water harvesting system at the Enid Bennett High School. The institution is also to benefit from water-saving toilets, taps, kitchen faucets, shower heads, and a urinal trough. And 12 students and a teacher were appointed water monitors under the ministry's Water IQ initiative.
So there needs to be a complete turnaround in how we use the resource if the structures that we put in are to be maximized. Are you doing your job in turning off the tap? Are you engaging principal in the school in the conversation about conservation? It is up to us if we are going to protect our country.
And that's it for Jamaica House Weekly. Be sure to join us next time for more of the news stories coming out of the Office of the Prime Minister.
Because it is our natural language, it is our first language. I think we're bilingual, and you don't have to learn to speak Patois. You just naturally start speaking Patois, so it's our first language. And it should be taught in schools as well.
Don't see anything wrong with it. It's all right, you can speak whenever it's a free country.
Patois is our national dialect. I don't see why it shouldn't be one of our first languages, especially in public spaces around Jamaicans that learn Patois from their little. It should be normalized, I think.
We grew up to know Patois as young children, so it's good for us to keep it up, not to throw it away, but how to speak it and where and when. I understand that is my opinion on speaking Patois in public places.
Because that's part of we, without Patois we ain't a Jamaican. So, that's part of our culture, so we should be proud.
I love it. Because I'm a born Jamaica.
It's a better understanding for me and it's easier to say. It's easier to say than the normal English.
Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it.
No dash no paper, no dash no plastic. Dispose your garbage responsibly. No know how to recycle, learn it quick. And if you drop it, better pick up every piece of it. Plastics last forever, don't forget the bits. Cause when them touch the street, them end up in the sea. Collect pan the reef where they fish them feed. And when you want seafood, I eat your
Keep
eat.
we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. No dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica.
We've come to the end of the show for today. Catch us again tomorrow on this channel. Here's a reminder to send your feedback to Jamaica Magazine at jis.gov.jm. You may also connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.